What's up, everybody? It's your boy Shawn CPA coming back at you with another video. Today we're going to talk about 1099s. So it's going to be a quick video because this isn't a very super in-depth topic, even though you're going to see a bunch of videos on this topic from me. But let's get into this one. What is the Form 1099? I know you probably have heard about this form. It's very common and there's a ton of different versions. That's, I think, what confuses people. So a 1099 is simply just a statement of what you paid or were paid, and then a copy of that is given to the person who paid it. Let's say you paid somebody, you'll get a copy of that form. The person who you paid will get a copy, and then the IRS will get a copy. The reason the IRS gets a copy is so that when you do your taxes and when the person you paid does their taxes, they have a record of that payment and they can match the income and the expenses. That's the baseline of it. So 1099 essentially is, think of like a W-2 from your employer. You know, you get a Form W-2. It tells you the salary you got, how much tax you paid, if you had like a retirement plan contribution in there from your paycheck, state taxes, all that stuff. A 1099 is essentially that, but for non-employees. And they usually have a lot less information on them because as a non-employee, as a contractor, you don't get a lot of those benefits and you don't usually have your tax withheld. So just to give you guys a concrete example, let's say I paid a guy to do my landscaping. If he was a sole proprietor, at the end of the year, I would issue him a 1099 saying I paid you X amount of dollars throughout the year for your own record so you can pay taxes on it. Now, there are two things to keep in mind here. One, a 1099 is not required if you didn't pay more than $600. So if my landscaper, if throughout the year I paid him $400, I actually don't have to do anything. I don't have to give him a 1099. It's up to him to keep in his mind that I paid him $400, keep his records, and then report that income on his tax return, but I'm not obligated to do anything. But if I paid him $1,000, technically, yes, I should fill out a Form 1099 NEC, which stands for non-employee compensation. It used to be called the 1099 MISC for miscellaneous, but now it's NEC this year in 2021 and 2020. I would write him the 1099 NEC, give it to him. Hey, I paid you $1,000. So he gets a copy. I keep a copy for my records, and then I would have to go file a copy with the IRS so they have a record of it. That's how that works typically. Now, the other exclusion here is if he was a corporation, if my landscaper was a corporation, let's say it was Landscaping Incorporated, like a C Corp, I technically don't have to file the 1099 for him. And same with if he was an S Corp. So there's slight exclusions there, but if it's like a partnership, an individual, an LLC, like a sole proprietor, an estate, you are obligated to file a 1099 with them after you've paid them over $600. I do see all the time, 1099s made out to S Corps and C Corps. That's fine. Like, it's not against the rules to do it. You're just not required to do it. And yeah, that's how that works. You'll hear a lot about 1099 INTs for interest, 1099 DIVs for dividends, 1099 comps for composite, which has the interest and the dividends on one. You'll hear about a lot of different 1099s, 1099S for when you sell your house and the gross proceeds from real estate, 1099Rs for when you take a distribution from your IRA. There's a lot of them out there, but all you need to know is that generally all these forms do is give you the information of how much you were paid or how much you paid somebody. Normally it's how much you paid, just so you can reconcile that information and use it for your taxes, and then the person who gave it to you can use it for their taxes. That's all a 1099 does, and that's when you have to file it. Once it's over that $600 threshold, and if the person is not a corporation or an S Corp, but you can still file a 1099 then. So that's all I had today for you guys. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Shawn CPA. If you need help, have any questions, my contact information is in the description below. You can use my company, Neutron Tax. I'll be your advisor. You can book a call with me and we can work on whatever your tax issue is. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment below. I respond to all the comments. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Helps me with the algorithm, helps me grow my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.